This week, we are looking at the marvellous, fantastic chocolate lover that is Roald Dahl. And I've got some amazing facts for you about Roald as well. So, number one, it felt weird to say Roald. Say Roald Dahl, gosh, like we're best mates or something. Number one, Roald Dahl has created more than 500 words, including scrumdiddlyumptious. Did I say it right? And snozzcumbers as well. So eat your heart out, Shakespeare. Number two, James and the Giant Peach was almost going to be called James and the Giant Cherry. I know, doesn't have the same ring to it. And number three, Sophie, the main character in the BFG, was named after Roald Dahl's granddaughter, Sophie Dahl, who came into book club for a visit. Here we are, there's me and Sophie getting on. She's great. Come back again soon, Sophie. So, as you know, Roald Dahl has created so many amazing books, including James and the Giant Peach, Fantastic Mr. Fox, and Matilda. And you have been sending your book reviews on your favourite Roald Dahl books. Here's George.
This is S.O. Trot. It's about a man who gives a lady a spell. The first two lines are S.O. Trot, Teg, Regib. I would give it 8 out of 10 and I would recommend it to anyone.
Nice work, George. Also, another little fact for you guys, in case you didn't know, SEO Trot is tortoise backwards. Blew my mind when I found that out. That was only last year. We've got Adam now as well. Send us his favourite books.
Hi CBBC, today I'm celebrating Roald Dahl's best book of the week. I always like the books, and 3 of them I only like them is Roald Dahl's best book, The BFG, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and also Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator. Have fun, and back to you, Rhys.
Yes, Adam! Great Glass Elevator is amazing. So there you go, everyone. Now stick around for next week. We'll be looking at Mallory Blackman. This week on Book Club, we cannot get enough of Roald Dahl, and neither can Chloe. There she is, reading her favourite book, Matilda. I can only assume it's your favourite book, Chloe. And if you've never heard of Matilda, it's all about a genius who has the power to move things with her mind. Now, you may not know this, but I, too, have been gifted with the art of telekinesis. In fact, where's that? What's that book we wanted to read? Oh, there it is. Hold on, let me just... Right, easy. Now, this is the hard part for me. I'm just... Yeah. Oh! Still working on that. I'll read that later. Now, someone else who's a big fan of Roald Dahl is co-author of the Kid Normal book series, Greg James, talking about his favourite Roald Dahl books.
And I'm here to tell you that my favourite Roald Dahl of all time is Matilda, but a big shout out to James and the Giant Peach, which I'd sort of forgotten about, and I reread it, and it's a great example of a very simple, silly idea that just works beautifully, and it's sweet, and it's got a great message, but also is rooted in nonsense, and that's what we love. So my advice to you is to go and read, again, if you haven't read it already, James and the Giant Peach from Roald Dahl, and you'll never look at a peach tree in the same way again. I don't think I've actually ever seen a peach tree, but you'll never look at a peach in the same way again.
Hey, Greg, you know, you are right. I can't look at the peach the same way that I used to. I don't know why. It's just... Oh, well. Anyway, you have also been sending in pictures of you dressed as your favourite Roald Dahl characters. Here's one picture from Theo, who's dressed as Willy Wonka. Theo, you are dripping, my friend. Look at that style. I love it. Oh, I'm thirsty. I'm just... Hey! Who put a newt in my water? It's not funny. Not funny. Blue Harry Potter Flamingo Girls got in touch with Book Club to say that my favourite Roald Dahl book is Matilda, because I think I relate to her the most because I love books. I also love Boy because it tells the story of Roald Dahl's childhood. Now, we are celebrating all things Roald Dahl this week in Book Club because he's our amazing author that we're looking at. So what better way to celebrate him than having a Roald Dahl-inspired Book Slam? So we are asking, would you rather play pranks on your friends and family all the time like Muggle-Wump the Monkey does to the Twits, or do one practical joke to your teacher that you can get away with like Lavender does in Matilda, or did in Matilda? It's time to Book Slam! Cheetah Club 603 says, I'd rather play one joke on my teacher that I can get away with, because if I kept playing jokes on my family and friends, I would eventually grow very unpopular. Also, I like the idea of doing one joke that nobody known it was me. True, you need to have people like you. And plus, if no one knows, you're like a legend, a mystic legend. Greyhound Lover 19 says, I would rather do one practical joke and get away with it like Lavender did in Matilda. I'm topping every subject and I wouldn't want to spoil that. Absolutely, then you could be the hero and the villain in your own story. Cool. Rapping Chocolate Tiger 171 says, I'd rather play pranks on your friends and family all the time like Muggle-Wump the Monkey does to the Twits. Consistency is key. Someone else who loves a bit of Roald Dahl is Amy Dowden from Strictly Come Dancing!
My favourite Roald Dahl has to be Matilda. I just love her strong and determined character and how she used to be able to move things with her mind. I just absolutely loved it. But I used to be a little bit scared of Miss Trunchbull, but I used to also really laugh at Bruce Bogtrotter. And I do like the scene when he's going to try and eat all of that chocolate cake, but he does. Matilda is definitely one of my favourites.
Yes, Amy, facts. Miss Trunchbull was terrifying. Make sure you hear of us next week where our next amazing author will be author of Noughts and Crosses, Mallory Blackman, so excited. And if you want to get involved with all things book club, head over to the book club page on the CBBC website.